Apple made some big announcements today, but Sony has unveiled some cool new hardware for gamers and everyone else. The handheld PlayStation Vita has been exercising and dieting because Sony has unveiled a smaller and lighter version of the device. It's 20% thinner and 15% lighter and comes in a variety of different colors. The screen is the same size, but it's a plain old LCD instead of the fancy OLED screen available on the first generation device. The redesigned PlayStation Vita will launch in Japan next month, and we'll let you know when a North American release date is announced. In other hardware news, Sony has announced the PlayStation Vita TV. It's a tiny device that allows users to play Vita games on their televisions with a DualShock controller. You don't need to have a normal Vita in order to play because the device has a slot for Vita game cards, essentially making it a tiny console. If you're looking to download games, the device comes with PlayStation Network support, and you'll be able to remote play PS4 titles from a different location. When you feel like watching a movie or TV show, the PlayStation Vita TV will allow you to access online services like Hulu. It'll be available first in Japan on November 14th and find its way to other countries after that. The world can breathe a sigh of relief because Brad Pitt will continue to save us from zombies. World War Z is one of the biggest movies of the year, and in Hollywood that can mean only one thing: a sequel. Ready. Speaking with Variety, Pitt has confirmed that a follow-up is in the works. He's currently brainstorming ideas with producers and writers and adds that there's plenty of unused story material from the first film that they can sink their teeth into this time around.
Can't help you.
World War Z is inspired by the best-selling novel by author Max Brooks, so they can also use the book. Don't start boarding up the doors just yet. Brad Pitt says they want to get the script right before moving forward. The first film was plagued by numerous rewrites and reshoots. Expect more details soon. There's going to be plenty of ungodly mischief in the new horror movie Crimson Peak. Thor and the Avengers villain Tom Hiddleston has been cast as the leading man in the chilling new film, which is being helmed by Pacific Rim director Guillermo del Toro. Crimson Peak will tell the story of a young woman who discovers that her charming new husband isn't who he appears to be, and Del Toro adds that there will also be ghosts. Hiddleston's role was originally offered to Star Trek Into Darkness villain Benedict Cumberbatch, but he dropped out last month. Benedict Cumberbatch may be too busy for Crimson Peak, but he has plenty of time to unleash the wrath of WikiLeaks. Cumberbatch plays WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange in the new thriller The Fifth Estate. It tells the true story of how Assange leaked classified government intel online, leading to his persecution and eventual asylum inside the Ecuadorian embassy in London. The filmmakers wanted to explore the impact that sites like WikiLeaks have had on society and show all the different sides of the controversial issue.
This is an issue that affects all of our lives. However unpoliticized you may or may not think you are, if you are a citizen in a democracy and these things have been going on in your name, it's important to at least be aware of the issues in order to have a debate about them, and that's kind of what this film is.
This is more coverage than all the leaks we have had combined.
The Fifth Estate will spread its secrets in theaters everywhere on October 18th, following its premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival last week. And if you don't have a burning desire to attend the Toronto International Film Festival, there's a movie making the rounds at other festivals. The new indie comedy That Burning Feeling is coming to the Vancouver and Calgary International Film Festivals later this month. It tells the story of a chronic womanizer who catches a sexually transmitted disease, so he decides to go back and warn all his one-night stands. In the process, he learns to be less of a jerk. Lead actor Paolo Costanzo was attracted to the film's blend of comedy and heartwarming themes.
It's a PG-rated gonorrhea sex comedy with a big heart. So I thought it was pretty special. John Cho is amazing, Tyler Labine is amazing. We're filling it with a great supporting cast, and I'm really excited.
Come on, get a new trick. You're like the whitest Asian man in the history of the world.
Racist.
Following its festival premiere, That Burning Feeling is expected to go into wide release in the coming months. We'll have an in-depth behind-the-scenes look before then.